Most people have success backwards. They think in order to make millions, in order to get the man or woman of their dreams, in order to get fit, in order to scale their businesses, that they can continue to do the same shit that they've been doing, just more of it. This is not how success works. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the precursor to success and the first thing that you need to do if you really want to grow your business to 7 figures and actually change your financial future. Success requires you to change who you are. Every single one of you watching this video right now should be solely focusing on changing who you are, because changing who you are will change which actions you do, which will actually influence your results. And so most people, what they try to do is they try to do more of what they're currently doing. They're trying to do more of the same actions, and that just results in the same outcomes over and over again. And that's why most people are never truly progressing in life. Maybe you feel like you're not amassing up to your true potential or full capabilities. And this is the number one thing I actually see which makes people stay stuck. And that's because they're seeing the end of mind, what they see success in their mind of what and who they want to become, and the lifestyle, the financial future, the person that the wife or husband they're going to attract. They see these things as outcomes in the distant future. And they don't actually look at what is the necessary components that are going to help me get there. And more importantly, they don't think about who they need to become in order to achieve that. It just doesn't make sense to me, because one of the number one fundamental laws you have to think about in order to achieve success is by changing who you are, changing your character traits, changing the skills that you develop, changing your habits and your routines. And by changing these things, you're actually going to be changing your actions, which are going to reflect and influence your results. You have to understand this harsh truth. Where you are right now is where you deserve to be. And no amount of success will change that. It requires you to change who you are, because changing who you are, changing your character traits, who is the character traits that you want to emulate from, start pulling them, start removing all the negative character traits about yourself, start developing skills that are untapped, start developing the disciplines, the self-control, the willpower to go do the things that you know you should be doing, but don't feel like doing them. And that is the number one key to success. It's doing the things that you do not want to do and do them anyways. And there's many things in my life that I don't want to do, but I do them anyways, regardless of how I feel, because I know they're going to move me closer to my goals. I know that getting myself out of my comfort zone, by speaking in front of a crowd, by approaching that woman, by getting on these videos, by being an extrovert when I'm more introverted, where I'm sitting in my office all day and I put myself out there and I go out and I create those relationships. It's uncomfortable when I wake up at 5:30, 6 a.m. in the morning and I have to go to the gym, or I have to track my results for my habits every single day. Those are not something that I'm used to doing or that I like to do, but I have to do, because that's going to actually help me become the man that I know I need to become to achieve and get to the next level, to become that leader for my team, to have people come and attract to me and actually be able to lead them to go where they want to go, and actually show them this is the blueprint, this is the roadmap that they need to follow if they want to succeed. And so you have to develop those same character traits, maybe ones that I may lack, you may be really good at, or ones that I may be really, really good at, which is like just working and being able to sit down, doing the boring work, having the discipline to do the things, being good at sales, being good at messaging prospects, being good at scaling ads, these type of things, building out the sales process. If you're not good at those things, those are skills, those are disciplines you're going to have to attract and acquire to actually be able to get to the next level. And so just by thinking to yourself, oh, I want to amass, I want to get to, millions of dollars, I want to acquire millions of dollars and become wealthy, and you want to scale your business, but you're not willing to do those things, only when you get to that place, that's what's going to actually inhibit you and be that glass ceiling of actually getting there. And I want to give you a prime example of this. Let's say that you want to become, again, $1 million, you want to have $1 million business. Then you have to break it down into the actual skills and character traits and the habits you need to develop in order to get there. And most people, they think, oh, when I get to this level, then I'm going to start, focusing more on my body and my health. Or when I do this, then I'm going to be happy. Or when I do this, then I'm going to, start attracting some women in my life, or men, or whatever the case may be. Or when I do this, then I'm going to do this. And it's always a future state. And I'm talking about the precursor. In order for you to achieve this, it's what do you need to do prior to achieving that result? Because to get to that result, it requires you to do certain steps along the way. And you don't just obviously fall into the success. It's all of the little habits, the little disciplines, the skills, the things that you don't want to do that are going to stack up to get you where you want to go. If you want to get to 7 figures, well, you need to get your sleep on point. You need to be well rested, get 8 hours, be in tip top shape when you hit the desk. You need to be working out, focusing on your body, your mind, reading, soaking in different knowledge, pulling in different things, learning copywriting, learning how to actually sell over the phone. You have to learn how to build out campaigns and scale advertising campaigns. You have to be disciplined, remove the emotion from the investments that you're making. You have to be able to hire people, bring people on, build a team, lead a team. These are all skills and disciplines you need to develop to even get to that level. Not even just sustaining that level, but to get to that level. And so if you're not developing those things, there's going to be a gap of, again, where you are now and where you want to be. And it's always going to be a pipe dream unless you do those necessary things in order to get there. And I see this literally shackling so many people because they do not do the things that are necessary in order to get there. Granted, if they know what those steps are, then they just need to do them, right? But most people don't do them because, one, they're uncomfortable and they get away from the discomfort and they retract to comfort, retreating to fine, right? Their fine situation, life is okay. It's not that hard. Right? They have some money. They're making maybe 5, 10, maybe even 20, maybe even 50K a month, and they're good, right? But it's that level of discomfort that I've talked about before that's going to propel you into action. And I want to give you another prime example of this. When I was 18 years old and I was dead broke living in my dad's basement and I was delivering pizzas for Pizza Hut, I knew these are the things that I need to do. I knew that I had to get up at 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. I knew I needed to read. I knew I needed to acquire skills, acquire knowledge, acquire worldly wisdom. I knew I needed to prospect. I know I needed to book sales calls. I know I needed to do these things, and I did them anyways. Those are the things that actually helped me break through to that next level, and I did them regardless of how I felt. The precursor to success is you doing those things, because you're not going to achieve success just by stumbling upon it or doing more of what's not working. Or even if you think it is working, what's got you to your level now is not going to get you to that next level, right? Whether that's with your fitness, whether that's with your relationships, with your business, with sales, you getting better at sales, becoming a better salesperson, selling over the phone. These skills and disciplines that you do not have right now are what are actually going to get you to where you want to go. And I see this all the time where people are neglecting their health. They're sacrificing their health because they think that they can grind more hours and that's going to help them get there faster. When really the thing that's going to get you there faster is by being in peak shape, by being and having that state of clarity, by showing up with energy and actually being able to focus, having clear energy that you can just burn the clean calories and that kilojoules of energy into the work and doing the deep work necessary to get you where you want to go. It's not by neglecting your health. It's not by, okay, well, I can sleep 5 hours instead of 9 hours and I'm going to get there faster. That really will just keep you stuck where you are. Because again, these are precursors to success. The things that you know you should be doing, the things that are actually going to help you get there, you can't be just cut that curve. People always want that shortcut. And I'll tell you this, I see this literally straining so many entrepreneurs is when they go and they know they need to do these things, they cut the corners because they think they're going to get there faster when it's actually literally shackling them from getting there. And so if there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, is that the habits, the skills, the disciplines, the character traits that you need to develop are the precursor to success. They're not something that happens after or that you do after you achieve success. This is not how it works. They're prerequisites to success that you have to do beforehand in order to get there. And this may seem obvious, but I see so many entrepreneurs, again, neglecting certain things or not doing certain things because they think that they're too good or that they're just not doing them because they don't feel like doing them. This is not how it works. The universe has a tally. The universe knows if you're doing those things. The universe is watching. God is watching from down above, and he knows if you're doing these certain things. And if you're neglecting these things, then they're going to show up in other areas. And that's why it's not that you have business problems or financial problems. It's that you have personal problems that are internal, that are reflecting in your business, in your finances, in all other areas. And so you need to be working on all facets, commit to excellence in all facets of your existence if you want to truly level up. When I was 18, living in that basement, I literally had to put myself and do the things that I didn't want to do. I had to be more extroverted when I was introverted. I was a shy kid. I had to be more charismatic and put myself out there. I had to literally get my teeth kicked in on sales calls, talking to like 60-year-old financial advisors that were sharks on Wall Street. I literally had to put myself in the cold plunge and go in the cold shower at 5 a.m., wake myself up so I could go to the gym. I didn't want to do this, but it built the strong character and will in my mind. built this strong will that I could do anything. So I had to do those hard things that I didn't feel like doing. I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like getting up at 5 a.m. I didn't feel like reading, but I did it anyways. I didn't feel like studying, learning, buying courses. I didn't feel like draining my bank account, learning from mentors. And those are the things that actually helped me succeed. I knew that I had to build my character and build those skill sets and up-level my skill sets to who I needed to become in order to achieve that. By going to the gym and becoming fit, by eating healthy, by sleeping good, by reading, feeling your brain, you're indirectly going to hit your target. And that's what most people can't comprehend, is they think by sacrificing these things, just want to push through and muscle through it, that they're going to hit their goal. But actually, it's going to put you further away from the goal, and it's going to actually have a detracting effect rather than an amplifying effect on your results. Ask yourself, who do you need to become in order to achieve your chief aim? And what does that person do who you need to become? And how would that person act? And the precursor to success is doing the shit you don't want to do, especially when you don't feel like it. So go do it.